Hello, everybody. It's me, Harry's Double 83, and we're live. Decided to jump the gun, the James gun, and start a little bit early. Actually, it was the timer, so it was like 7 minutes into the broadcast. Uh, I have the AC off and the lights on because I have a toy haul. I do see I have one person watching the video. It's probably not me, but welcome. Welcome to the party, pal. If you're a rec gar like me, you know where that's from. I've decided that if I'm gonna throw in a joke, because I did mention a few live streams ago that I consider myself kind of like a rec gar, maybe kind of like a what's the creator of Family Guy? But I'll throw in references. But then my older brother corrected me on this. I'll have to explain what I mean, and he said, "You don't have to do that. Don't do that." Like if I say that girl is more than meets the eye, um, I don't have to be like like Optimus said in the first movie, the first live action movie. People get it. So I'm gonna let the audience just see what I think in TV shows they call it homages. Uh, there goes my viewer. Went from 1 to 0. I'll come back later and watch the video. Or I hope they didn't think I was doing a fan first Friday. It's not Friday, it's Thursday. Anyways, I made my notes, a little bit of notes. I'm kind of going to wing it on the last part, which is the toy topic. But I do want to talk about the news from last week, which I know a lot of YouTubers they'll upload various videos about news that comes out. I usually wait until Thursday and I bunch it all together and I talk about it. Kind of like what Gotbot does, but less popular. So I'm gonna start with the toy haul while people start showing up. After the Fan First Friday, they did put up for pre-order the stuff that they talked about, and also extra stuff. So I moseyed on down to Hasbro Post. I think it was Benson Yee on Twitter or Larkin's Lair on YouTube. They mentioned that Hasbro Post had Kingdom Red Alert in stock. So I got one. You want a piece of me? No, I want two. I got two. The limit is two. So I got the one for the collection, the one for the custom. I usually determine which one's the custom by looking at them in box. And whichever one I find has like a flaw, that's the one that I'll open. And then I'll put a label that going to be the custom. And then I'll kind of mark them. I already panel lined the doors on the side if you could see that black line's not supposed to be there, but so I know this one's the custom. It's pretty cool. I love this Lambo mode. This Lamborghini without licensing mode. The back is Lambo-ish, as you can see. He's well painted. He has these painted. I like these kind of windows. There is a sticker set from Toy Hacks for Siege Sideswipe to make the roof look like this, but the roof is actually sculpted. Like this is raised. I don't know if I'll be able to show it off, but yeah, it's raised. Thank you, camera, for working for once. But it's really cool. I like it. All right, now I'm out of focus. Stupid. So I got Red Alert from Hasbro Post. I think it was $23.99. And after I bought Red Alert, I went back to see if I could buy more Red Alerts, but Hasbro, they fixed it because I guess if you log in with your email, I'm trying to get the stupid camera to focus. If you log in with your email, there, a piece of. If you log in with your email, it'll be like you already bought two. You can't buy any more of these. So I went to the homepage, and surprise, surprise, I saw these guys. This is Red Bumblebee camera. If you want to do your thing in focus, I would appreciate it, but you probably won't. So this is Red Bumblebee. He's pretty good. I know a lot of people talk bad about the Red line. Chipper Williams says, "Hello, Aries." Hey, Chipper, what's up? I thought you were watching. Um, so I know a lot of people don't like the Red line, but I do. I I used to collect Marvel Legends. I don't collect them anymore because one, the designs. I don't read comics anymore. The designs don't appeal to me a lot, and but I am trying to limit how many like what toy lines I collect. I do like the Gundam Universe figures that do come out from time to time, and the GI Joe classifieds I'm really liking, but it's I'm not rich. Despite all the toys that I show off, I'm not rich. So I would have gotten this guy from Walmart, but Walmart doesn't have them in stock. A review spot says, "Hello, everyone. Hey, review spot. Thanks for stopping by. I know you'll probably have to go, but it's cool. You could probably watch this after I'm done. I would buy this off of Walmart, but it's not in stock. And the RED Optimus did go on sale for like $14. I picked up another one. Here he is posing. Here, I am Optimus Prime. I picked up another, he's on my shelf, another Cheetor and another RED Megatron. They were like 14, 15. That's a good price. I don't want to pay 24, 29. Sometimes when you go to walmart.com, the official price it'll say sold by Walmart, and then it'll have a ludicrous price. And I'm like, what's going on here? I don't know. I heard someone say it's a deterrent for scalpers, but um I, I don't know. Review spot says I haven't seen any red figures in stores. It's crazy. I a lot of people will be like, "This is the worst line ever," but I like it. I hope it continues. I remember when Star Wars the Black series came out, it seemed like it'd be like a one-time thing, but it's still going strong. So I hope Hasbro keeps at it. Always when you begin something, you begin bad. If you like find a podcast or YouTube channel, the older the videos get, the worse they get in quality. So Hasbro's gonna need some time to take these from like maybe being semi junk to masterpieces. So I got Bumblebee, the overgrown Bumblebee, like a lot of people say. They say, "Hey, your kid shouldn't be a Mangan Song. He shouldn't be bigger than you." Hi, Dad. Oh, what are you eating? But I don't care. Uh, as long as he's cool, and I think he's cool. The head sculpt could use some work, but I do like the chunky body. Uh, just give me a moment. Evil gas. Uh, and I also got from Hasbro Post, I picked up the queen of the chess set. It's Coronation Starscream. This is King Starscream, as a lot of people love to call him. I just call him 30 Seconds to Oblivion Starscream because instead of being a rock band, he's a pile of rocks. Review Spot says, do you think Hasbro will drop their red line as Super 7 starts releasing their Ultimates Transformers? I don't think so. Um, I think as a company, Hasbro's like, we'll do our thing. We're going to license this. We'll get money from there, from their stuff. And we'll also make our own money. So it's a win-win. I, 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 I got a brain fart. The Super 7 ones with time, like at first, the first review, I was like, I don't care who this Banzai-tron is or this bludgeon. I don't care. But when I saw Trax and Grimlock, I was like, that kind of works because I have a Studio Series 86 Grimlock over there, and I was thinking of buying him like a little bow tie. So it works. They're $50, but I don't know. I usually sometimes if I like something, I'll give it a shot. I'll try out one, and if I really like it, I'll dive deep. But if not, I'll be like, yeah, I don't really like this, and I'll leave it. Um, One thing I did dive in deep was a line of series that I found at Amazing Savings, a line of figures called Zevos. I think it's spelled Xevoz. Uh, they were supposed to be a part of a game, but they were also like the precursors to the superhero. What was it? The Hero Mashers. It was they were like that, but they were cool. And the line had died. I was picking up their remnants at closeout stores, but I was like, this is cool. At first, I was like, nah, those look dumb. But I picked up one that looked like a superhero. He was blue and yellow, and I fell in love. And I'm sure there's some reviews over there in on YouTube. Check it out. But I'm sure they're hard to find now. But I do like Coronation Starscream. Uh, Out of him and Bumblebee, this is the guy I wanted the most because I'm kind of like having a what a love affair. I'm kind of like liking Starscream. I know that chicks dig Starscream, but with the Earthrise figure, I was kind of like, this guy's pretty cool. His shape, the form, like the wings. The G1 toy sucked, but I expect great things from this action figure. And I wish I could have picked up another one, but Hasbro has a limit of one per customer. Super Review Spot says Super 7 prices themselves out of me wanting to collect a lot from them. Yeah, I could see that. It's like the pop vinyls. When they started, I was like that Wolverine with the beady eyes. That looks kind of cute. Now it's everywhere. When everyone's super, no one is. So I don't know, but I maybe I'll give them a shot. Maybe if I see tracks, I'll buy tracks. Maybe Grimlock or maybe Optimus. But I would like them to do a female figure. I think Chipper Williams says Super 7 is definitely greedy. And the review spot says after conversion, each figure will be about $85. That's a lot. I mean, Commander Rodimus Prime, he's that price, but he's only one. He's not. It's not like you got a wave of commanders. Like, here's 4 commanders that you have to collect. That would be insane. But I do like the red line. I will try and pick up as many as I can. Um, I want to get another RC, but I've never seen her go below 27 on Walmart. Hopefully they'll put her on sale. But I do like these guys. I like the red figures, and I like their packaging. I hate the stupid shape. If they were square and had the window and the art, I'd be okay with it. But I guess part of going to design packaging school is that they tell you, now, young student, and you're like, now, young student, square is boring. Every package has to be something that's not a square for you to sell. And that, I don't know. But me, um, I would accept a figure in a Ziploc bag with all its accessories. I don't care about the package. This thing I'm probably gonna scan it and then I'll chuck it. I have a whole bunch of packages here, like you see. This is a cup that I got from Dorkside. This is Optimus. Wait, here you go. Optimus. This is Optimus from the Red Line. So I scan these. I created an account on Gmail called Zbop Scandana. I'm gonna create a Twitter account and I'm gonna post this up. I want people to just like appreciate the box art. Sometimes Benson Yee will put box art up on his website, but it'll be a pain in the butt to download. So I that gets on my case just a little bit. That's why he's not the best website in the world for me as a Transformers fan. I'd rather go to TFW 2005 and just right click and whoop, download pictures. Especially when something new comes out, they have those official pictures. Those I love those. Those great. But yeah, hopefully I don't know. Everything's getting more expensive. And so to throw in free shipping, when I got the two red alerts, I threw in this $10 Megatron, which is cool. This is Core Megatron, so he could fight with Core Optimus. And be romanced by his waifu Soundwave. Hello, Megatron, hold me over your head for love. So I got Core Megatron. Oh, I love the paint on this thing. I hate I can't say I hate it, but I understand the backpack kibble. But the paint, this is glorious. Every time they make a Megatron, they should paint him like this. So I got that, and I picked up Starscream. Yeah. When I got the two red figures to make the free shipping, I threw in this guy. Which free shipping, that's where it's at. I got a Scorp knock on the way from Dorkside Toys, 159, but free shipping and a little bit of tax. So it's great. I think from now I'm going to try and isolate the sellers that have a free shipping and only buy from them because shipping sucks. That's one of the reasons why I used to toy hunt a lot. Chipper Williams says you're a pro at cutting the best part of the boxes. Thanks. It really sucks to get the artwork into the scanner because I just have like the kind that scans a page. I got this thing at Micro Center for like $40. And Chipper says I have a Battle Cat Origins figure. I'm not sure which part of the box to save. Low. Um, I don't know. If if you want to save the whole box, you could probably just fold it and keep it somewhere. If not, like I usually keep the artwork because these I don't know if you could get the Battle Cat pictures. This stuff I could download. There is a description here. Cup struggles to free himself from the tentacles of the giant squid. But even the backgrounds, I try to scan them and I chuck them. A review spot says, what did everyone think of Motu Revelations? I haven't seen it. Honestly, I'm not a big He Man fan. I've heard a lot about it, that it's mostly centered on Tila, but, and that's why the fans were, "Ah!" But all I remember from the old cartoon is that He Man would pick up these two rocks that looked like poop or ball or balls, and he would chuck them. You know the ones. If you're a He Man fan, you know those two rocks. But maybe I'll check it out. I haven't checked out the Voltron. I haven't checked out the He Man, but I'm not a big fan of Kevin Smith. I like the guy, but his works are kind of review spot says low. The last thing, well, next to last thing that I have on my table, I picked up from Walmart. Is This is Netflix Red Alert. They have them on sale. Red Alert. I'm always alert. Red Alert. They have them on sale for 14.99 right now. After a while, the price is gonna go up. Whoop. Like a month ago, they had Wheeljack on sale. Just waiting for them to put Impactor and the Leader one like down to 13, 14 bucks. Review Spot says low about the rocks, and Chipper says low. Yeah, the rock animation was used a lot. The Filmation is famous for being cheap. But one of the series that I liked from them that I recently discovered was Star Trek, the animated series. You probably seen the meme of Kirk like, oh, but it's pretty cool. If you're a Star Trek fan, check it out. I'm sure it's on Paramount Plus or something. So the last thing I wanted to show off was I got this. This is a cool spaceship to go with the Ark. Actually, it's Shellformer Alpha Trion from Cyberverse. This is my second copy. I found him at a closeout store here in New York called Amazing Savings. It was 13.99. I I like this. I like this alt mode for Alpha Trion. A review spot says I used to watch that Filmation Trek series all the time. I it didn't look appealing until I started getting into Star Trek podcasts and they mentioned it. I think the first one that I saw was the Mystics of Megas 2, the one where the Star Trek crew meets the devil, Lucifer, or Lucian. Lucian, what's happening? And from the same store, Amazing Savings, I picked up this guy. I picked him up a few weeks ago. This is Battle Bash. I think it's called Optimus Prime. He's like, "Hey, I'm extra long, but now I have a shield." I prefer him this way because this is without this, without the shield. This is like the length the cab should be. But if you have him like that, he's like extra long, but they're pretty good. I know the Cyberverse figures get a lot of guff for their simplicity, but Chipper, let me see. Chipper says up when He-Man got stabbed when holding up the sword. And Chipper says, "What is Amazing Savings?" Let me see. Uh, this is great. All right. Gonna share the screen. If you live in New York City, there is a closeout store called Amazing Savings. They are located. This is AmazingSavings.com, Superstore Finder. They're located in New York, but also like Upper New York and down here. I think this is almost near New Jersey. I would compare them to Ollie's, but I think Ollie's gets better bargains. So there are a couple here. I don't have a lot for the topic tonight, so that's why I'm goofing around. So as you can see, the farthest I've gone to Amazing Savings is down here. This is in Long Island. You could take the LIRR, um, and then you see the station is over here. I haven't gone there in like a year because of Corona. I don't want to be in a train for a long time. This is the LIRR. I think a trip one way from Jamaica is $11. Uh, So there's two stores here. This brings back good memories because I used to, when I'd go out here, I'd find Triptychon at the Burlington Coat Factory in Valley Stream. But there are also a couple. There's one in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, one in Kew Garden Hills, Queens, and there's three of them down here in Brooklyn. I think there's one that I haven't been to. I've been to this one. No, wait, not this one. Been to this one and this one, I believe. But I gotta go and check them out. If I do find stuff there, usually check them out. If I do find stuff there, usually. Sorry about that. For some reason, I clicked on YouTube and I opened up my own video. Um, Chipper says you got a ketchup delivery. Yeah. I don't know what that was about. And Chipper says I'm in the story. That's why I never saw it. Um, they're good. I like them a lot. And and Review Spot is in Canada, so he never saw it. I know I think Canada has like their own little closeout store. I see nothing. So they- they're good. I I used to keep it a secret whenever I'd go out there. I guess if you want to go through my old Instagram posts, you'll probably find some stuff. But they kind of kickstarted my collecting because I used to live in Kew Gardens, and the background of my reviews have changed through the years. I split it into separate seasons. Each season was supposed to be each different place where I lived, but with season 5, I've been just splitting them up, I guess, any way I want. But they're pretty good. I usually when stuff starts showing out at closeout stores like Ollie's, they'll show up there. There's another store called Lot Less here in New York, and D2, where I'd have luck finding Transformers. So there's right now, as of my reporting, there's nothing there. The only thing that Amazing Savings has right now is just give me a moment. Evil gas. The only thing that Amazing Savings has right now from the Generations line are these little guys. They just have the first wave. Every time I go there, I'll pick one up. They're like they sell them for like 2.99. These guys. uh, they had Skytread for 9.99, and I did have the luck of the draw. I found Galaxy Optimus Prime from the Siege line for $20. I picked up two. When I went back, they were gone. All of them were gone. I went to the stores where they were gone. I'm like, what the? I think someone just came in with their truck and was like, "Hi, I'm small business. Give me all of those. Thank you very much." And and took them. Review spot. You'll probably be happy to know that they have they have a little bit of He-Man stuff. The only thing that they have is I think He-Man's green ship that looks like a pretzel with wings. They have that, but it's like you have to build it with Lego. So that's the only He-Man thing they have out there. Right now they're getting GI Joe like Lego kits, which I'm like they look good, but I don't have the time to build stuff. So that was my toy haul. Chipper says a lot less in the story has some Transformers. I think they have the Target Masters. Yeah, I picked up a couple of Smash Downs. Here, I have the blast effect, the Smash Downs, and I think this is what's his name? The gun. Review spot says they're garbage, and it's a garbage can. Oh. Avoid the GI Joe build sets like a plague. That's probably why they went to closeout stores. Uh, but I, if anything, with the red line, I hope, like with the Overwatch line, I like the Overwatch line. I like the design. Currently, it's people are finding out that Blizzard is not a great company, so I could see how their fame would decline. So those they're not even on Hasbro posts, but they're showing up on closeout stores. Review spot says I reviewed a lot of them and they don't stay together. And Chipper says for sure. Um, yeah, it's back when I used to like Halo. I bought a couple of Halo sets, but it's like it's not my thing. I don't know. Like I still have a couple of Gundams that I haven't built. I also have like I mean the Flame Toys Transformers look great. I want to get that Windblade. Uh, I like the Drift, but then when I think about them being $50, I'm like, I don't know. And then there you need time to build them. Maybe when that Windblade comes out, I'll be like, because I there's nothing like it. The only most beautiful thing like it is let me let me share the screen just to it's just my new tab. I use this as my background. This is a statue of Windblade. This thing is beautiful. Uh, I the face sculpt. I wish that for Transformers, I think in Bumblebee they kind of gave RC that look. I wish they make the faces of the Transformers more like this and less like Hound or Crankcase or whatever bag of knives they're designing. So I'll probably get the kit of Windblade when it comes out. It's still on pre-order for as long as that's taking. I think that's it. I'm going to go into old news. So I have a couple of tabs open here. Um, Before I go to news, let me just help you guys out. I don't know how much this will help review spot, but TFW 2005, my favorite website, has this thread. It's called the official Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Five Below, Burlington, Ollie's, 99-cent store, new in stock the items thread. Let me make this full so you guys can see better. So basically, these guys, they report stuff that they see in stores and closeout stores. And as of August 12th, which is like probably last week, someone found all this in the Ollie's. These are Generations figures, and there's some Marvel Legends there. They're $9.99, as you can see by the advertisement down here. This is RC, Hot Rod, and Roadbuster from the Studio series. All figures which are kind of warm the pegs. I wanted that Roadbuster, but I was never interested in that Hot Rod or those RC figures. And they also have Siege 8 Face. Look at that. I believe, I don't know what price he is. I think he's 10. All right. So a guy says he saw Siege Megatron for 20, Ape Face for 16, Snapdragon for 16, Cliff Jumper for 10, RC for 10, and Hot Rod for 10. So I like watching this thread. Sometimes when stuff shows up at Ollie's, it'll show up somewhere else. Triptychon showed up at Ollie's. By the end of the year, Triptychon was in Burlington Coat Factory. So if you're a fan of paying less and you live in the States, sorry, review spot. Check that thread out. It'll help. So I got the news. Fan First Friday. We got the reviews of share screen. Do do. Boop, boop, let me make sure it's full screen, and here we go. So we got Fan First Friday here. You got the pictures of all the stuff. The title of this live stream was Fan First Failure because a lot of people uh, bitched and complained that it was like, what? They didn't show anything that we didn't know about. The only thing we didn't know about was Perceptor. We did know about Perceptor, but we never saw any pictures of him. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. So I don't know. I mean, I was expecting more also. I wanted them to reveal what Legacy was about, but they'll probably do that around near Comic Con time, which is like September, October. Just give me a moment. Evil Gas. So I like this Perceptor, but I hate his face. I think it's too round. I like the Titan's Return head, but it's still good. But it also makes me think what's going on with the designers for Studio Series, where they there's some guy, and it's okay, dude. If you're listening to this, you're probably not. It's okay. You're doing your work. I'm not doing this, so I'm just a armchair critic. But there's some designer that's making ugly faces. He or she probably designed the Sky Perceptor. They probably designed Cup. They probably designed Blur. All three figures have faces that are really weird. I don't know, but I'll still get them because I like Hasbro. I'm not like a brand loyalist that I won't buy a oversized knockoff of their stuff. But I like Hasbro. The stuff that they make and the price point that they sell it at is perfect for me. See, this box art is awesome. I like the art. That head is kind of cute. He's like, "Wah, I'm sciencey." We got Studio Series 86 leader Starscream, Coronation Starscream. As you can see down here, digital render shown, final product may vary. Hopefully, what I'm expecting for the final product is that we get a smooth criminal. Dun-dun-dun-dun. And instead of having these like uh, panels that they make them quotation marks cartoon accurate and smooth them out. So that's the only thing I wish for this figure. The throne is kind of like I don't know why they threw that in, but it's to raise the price because the armor alone isn't going to make them worth $50. But I do like the way that I think starting with John Warden, the new guy, I think it's Lenny Panzica. The way that they're going, where the figures have a more diorama model feel because we got blast effects with the Battle Masters. Um, and we're still getting blast effects, which I'm okay with it. I don't poo poo it. I'm not like, blast effects. What am I going to do with this? They're giving us backgrounds with the Studio Series figures, which um, at the tail end of Toy Biz's Marvel Legends run, I'm gonna put myself in the screen because I'm motioning to the camera. At the tail end of the Marvel Toy Biz's Marvel Legends run, they were putting in cards, comics, and backgrounds with their figures. So it's more value. I mean, if you told me that without the background it'll be $5 less, I'll be like, yeah, don't put the background in. But the next thing they should start doing is with these guys, the Siege, with the Generations guys, put backgrounds in with them. What background? Just maybe the arc, the inside of the arc. Everyone comes with a piece of the arc. They were doing that for the Netflix guys, but if you didn't get Bumblebee, you were screwed. You were missing a piece. So that doesn't work. Let me check the chat. Uh, Review Spot says Perceptor's looking nice. And Johnny Ohm. Hey, welcome, Johnny. That Perceptor somehow reminds me of Energon and Cybertron figures. Mm-hmm. Cup is a terrible figure. Review Spot says, yeah, I just got another one for $14.99 from Dorkside Toys. Eh, uh, he's terrible, but at that price, Decepticon gas. Chipper Williams says, and yeah, he looks good. Um, if you guys wonder why I do this, it's because sometimes I'll be watching live streams, and the person on the live stream will respond to the comment, and you as the viewer, you'll be like, who's he talking to? What's he talking about? So I do this. I hope it doesn't like violate any privacy. Like I didn't want to show that. You know why you're letting the world know that? But just let me know if it's not cool. Review Spot says, let me see. Didn't look anything like his movie counterpart. Mm. Cup. Uh, yeah, the Titans Return, not the Legends Cup. I like the head sculpt on that guy. Uh, as Chipper says, the 86 Studio Series Cup. And Respot answers, yeah. I didn't like the face and all that circuitry they put on the chest piece. The chest piece was, I think, I liked it. The Returns Cup just had the empty space, And what I did, I think on one of my customs, I took like a silver marker or blue marker and I painted the inside of the window, not the outside, the inside of the window, so that you couldn't look straight into his chest. But I do like the chest on Cup. He's great except for the face. I don't know what's going on with that face. It's like the Earthrise Megatron. Decided to give him lips. Chipper says, "Oh, okay, I have them, but never took them out of the box. I have to check them out." And Chipper asks, "Review spot? I always see you have a set time for your videos. Is that better for a creator?" I can't answer for review spot, but I have been watching Perspective and his plight, struggles, his rise to stardom. He has more subscribers than me, and he's been working on his channel for a year. So happy anniversary to him. He is working on it. I'm lazy. I admit. I wish I could do this like with like on a schedule, and even then, YouTube is um they're unpredictable. It's like when I became a partner, that was way back when. Uh, uh, I think it was kind of easier. You were supposed to reach like 1,000 subscribers or something. They didn't tell you the qualifications to become a partner. They just said they sent you an email. You're a partner. You had to apply, but it'd be like, nah, you're not a partner now, and you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But now they've kind of screwed everyone over. Review Spot says it does help with the algorithm. And Chipper says okay. And the review spot says it creates regular participation from the viewers. I think YouTube they screwed everyone over. Um, I think maybe it was with I think it was first it was that they said you have to have 1,000 subscribers and this many views. I have 3,000 subscribers, but I don't have 4,000 views, so I was gone. And after I made partner, I got with a company. Um, I used to see their channels on YouTube. It was a gaming company, and we partnered up. They would get a bit of my profits, and I would get a profit. But the threshold for YouTube, I don't know. They probably don't want people saying this. It's weird. They don't want you to show anyone the analytics, like the behind the screens. You have to reach a threshold of $100 before they pay you. But then I think they were just paying me like $1, $2 every month. So, and then Copa came and was like, "Hey, you stop that, huh?" Chipper says, "Okay, cool." And what am I talking about? I still don't know what's happening. Sorry, review spot. I guess um, um, I'm I'm winging it. There's not a lot, so I'm taking my time. I'm chilling with you guys. One of these days, I guess I was thinking of streaming to Instagram, but I think Instagram has a video limit. But on YouTube, since I'm approved, I could do this for like an hour or two. But I'll probably next week we'll just chill. We'll just hang out. But Copa came along and it scared everybody, even me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing videos for a while. I took the break. And then I was waiting in the background to see who got arrested or whose channels got banned. I was like, oh, what's that? Is that person in trouble? Oh my God. Did they put that guy in jail? And then I came out because nothing happened. Review Spot says you really You really had to have the algorithm friendly prior to the Copa stuff hitting. Yeah, uh, that that sounds about right. I think Bolt Matrix. I don't know. With Copa, it was like, okay, you're talking about Optimus Prime. Who loves Optimus Prime? Children love Optimus Prime. Okay, so your channel's for kids, and you're like, what? What? They took some of my videos and slapped the for kids labeled on them, but basically I turned my channel and my uploads into not for kids under 13, but not restricted to over 18. Last week I was gonna my critique. Let me and well, let me keep this here so I know what I'm talking about. Starscream. So last week I wanted to try and be like 18 plus, maybe be a little rowdy. I feel like, hey, that's working for Jobby because I watched one of his videos and he was like not cursing the storm, but he is lang. It wasn't kid friendly. I wouldn't want my kids to watch a Jobby video, but they do. Not my kids, but kids do. So I I'm guessing, and I'm seeing perspective and his success, his work ethic, but also like I guess his rating because a year 4,000 subscribers, that's a lot, but he has time. I think he in his Q&A he said he had an accident at work, so he had time to be at home. But I wanted to do I turned the video to 18 plus so I could like talk stuff about Transformers the movie, and then I saw that when they posted it on Reddit it was blocked. It was like you have to sign in to see this video. And I'm like, what? Uh, So then I changed it to like my usual settings, and there it was looking at me, and I'm like, a review spot says, let me see, like Shardamus, for example, had high viewer participation, so it maintained that same level. I know that when Sean Long was big, he'd put up like clips from Transformers the movie, and YouTube would be like, closed. And he'd pop up somewhere else, and all his fans would follow him, and they'd go to his next channel, and then he'd put up upload a copyrighted video, and YouTube would be like closed, and then so Review Spot does have a point. You have to have like the audience. Yeah, he Shardamus maintained his high example. I mean, he had a high viewer participation, so it's maintained at the same level. He's one of those oldies from back in the day, like Review Spot and I, and Optobotomus and Sean Long and Shardamus. But a lot of us, like Piog and Emgo, are also really old. But a lot of us, we've gone by the wayside. There's people like Boxing Type X. I used to like his stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Review Spot says low Optobotomus using Unicron clips for his review. And Chipper says low, yeah, I forgot about Sean Long and Matrix Prime. Matrix Prime and Bolt Matrix were on the channel, but then I guess about Matrix got little. He went on his own. I think Matrix Prime decided to live a life. But yeah, I remember a lot of us we've dropped by the wayside, and it's like you have to be consistent. Um, and Review Spot says it's cheap tactics to boost his review, making it look more polished. It's work. Like I can't. I'm gonna for September. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna just review sweats as a life. What's that? Referring to my comment on Matrix Prime. It's. I think for me, when your hobby becomes work and it stops being fun, then then don't. I guess you gotta stop doing that thing that makes it unfun. Like I like buying toys, as you guys can see. I like opening them, fidgeting them with them a bit, and then putting them away. But I can't be like my shelf is at critical mass. I gotta put some stuff away. Some of it is like I'm like I gotta review that thing, but there's no space. So it's weird. Chipper. I mean, if you want to be a YouTuber, I think may review spot might agree with me. Yeah, you have to want to do it, and you have to do what you want. It's if someone told me, gave me a sheet and said, because YouTube will do this, they'll tell you upload every Tuesday. Your videos to get a lot of views have to be 2 minutes or less, or 3 minutes or less. I tried that once, and engage with your audience, do collaborations, and all that other stuff. That that it sounds like work, and then even if you get up there, I don't know if the reward is worth it. A review spot says, I agree with nothing. I like to use. I've mentioned before Social Blade. I'd go on and check out what other YouTubers were doing and estimate money that they would make. When I first became a partner, the most I made was $600. That was like for Christmas. It was like I got a check from Google, and then you gotta when you do your taxes, you gotta bring this piece of paper with the taxes, so that's like extra income. So it after those 600, it was like I'd get 100 a month, like when I'd reach the threshold, and then at one point I stopped meeting the threshold. Chaotic. I had Transformers fans. Then when they started doing Marvel Universe, they were like, "Oh, no more Transformers," and they left. Perspective and mentions that this is also part of the algorithm that you have to be consistent. Like if I review Transformers, I got to stick with Transformers. If I'm going to do videos in Spanish, I can't put them on the same channel as the English one because then I'll lose viewers. Stuff like that. It's complicated, but Review Spot says I would say going into it hoping for success but not expecting it. It's a lot of work to get the attention on YouTube. It is a lot of work. It's like you're you're among a sea of people. The most I think the this has turned into the YouTube. But Review Spot, I haven't seen you last so long on my live stream, so I'm taking advantage before you have to go. It's like I think the most like when you Google put in Transformers review into YouTube. Let me do that. I don't know it's if it's me, if it's my because there's also at your something analytics that you have to put take into mind. All right, so I just want to say I love the new box and for Starscream, and I'm gonna get it. That's it. And the sweep was the other thing. I'm gonna get the sweep. Let me let me share the screen. So this is my YouTube subscriptions page. Uh, you should also get Tube Buddy. I learned about this from Review Spot. This is very helpful. I see a lot of videos, and the SEO on those videos are horrible, but then they have a lot of views. So when I put in Transformers reviews, the filters show me this. This guy usually comes up, Chris Stuckman, at the top in his movie reviews, but mostly MGO is at the top. Like if you're gonna check on channels, oh look at that. Huh? I wasn't expecting that. I have to check that out. But usually MGO is up here. See, now it changed. 2 is not here anymore, but MGO is. It's and this will help you a lot, but I don't use it. I should. I'm gonna take September to try and fix my channel and like go back to my old videos and fix the analytics. Because even though I say, I don't want to make any money, I'm not making any money. You don't have to become a member. T fan page 101 says so. We're talking about YouTube. If you want to chime in, let me see. Um, Review Spot says keep yourself consistent with the type of content you do. And the sea is so much bigger than it used to be. Yeah. Uh, I think everyone and their kid has a YouTube channel. And Chipper Williams says Review Spot, you have 300K subs. That's good. I've heard from Perspective End that he's never seen anyone with a million. A Transformers reviewer with a million subscribers. T fan page 101 says so. And he also says, I don't know what a YouTube is. I think it's like TikTok. TikTok is the new YouTube, I guess. My niece loves it. And I'm like, this is the attention span is like boof, boof, boof. But my niece loves it. I couldn't get her on to watch stuff on YouTube, but TikTok, she loves that. And Review Spot says back then when you made videos that weren't polished, but it was a personal passions. Uh, Back then you made videos that weren't polished, but it was a personal passion of yours. Now you have to compete with people that put a lot of production value into it. That's true. I think about Toy Galaxy and the way that they make their videos. It's almost like a TV show. And Chipper Williams says low 5-second videos. Yeah, but for September, I'm gonna take a break and go over my channel and go through my old videos and fix the analytics using TubeBuddy. But I don't know. I What do I expect? It'd be great if I got paid, but like I mentioned before, the most I got was 600. Then it was like 100 a month, and then it stopped. It died. But I think I'd like to have more subscribers. Is probably what I want. When I look at the analytics of my channel, and I'll see like last week I put out like a video almost every day. The analytics kind of went up and down and up, and my subscriber point count went up a bit, like 4. So I like that. It's kind of rewarding that there's people watching my stuff. Money would be great, but it's not necessary. I think if I had to make money, I'm pretty good now. But if I had to make money, I have a whole storage room of toys to sell. Now, when I show my archivist things in the bin or my collection, the things in the boxes, that's my inventory. Because when I came from the Dominican Republic, my mindset was to open a store and sell toys. I tried selling on half.com, if you remember what that is. That didn't go so well. They closed. And then I started selling on eBay. And when I had to move from Astoria, from season one, my season one location, I sold off a lot of stuff. Um, Review Spot just posted something. Like, I sold a lot of stuff that I kind of regret. The comic books that I had, I believe it or not, I put them in the recycling bin. The lady downstairs took some of them to give to her nephews. But I was like, because back then I was thinking, instead of living in a big room like this, I'm probably going to be confined to a small room and put some stuff in storage. So the less I have, the better, the easier it is for me to find a place to live. So I chucked a lot of stuff and I kind of regret it. But I have stuff that I can sell. TF Pan page 101 would love to get some sort of background, even if it's a projector sheet I can roll down. I mean, the background that you have with your toys is okay. It's sorry, I don't want to like. It's typical of a Transformers reviewer to have their toys in background. Me, I just have the my wife's stuff. There's a garbage bag over there. There's my book bag. There's my mask for when I have to go outside to get deliveries or packages. But uh, the ideal place would be like I think a table because I think like a review like a little table isn't a great thing like to review like big table, a nice camera, someone to help. Like there's a channel called Toy Spotlight. Um, they do good videos. The backgrounds are kind of but I do like the change in camera angle that sometimes the camera is facing the reviewer and then it'll be facing the toy. It's 9:45. Been streaming for an hour and seven it says there. But yeah, I agree. Look at AVGN. His videos were not polished when he started, and that's what made him popular. He also did some collabs with that POS, the Nostalgia Critic. That kind of helped. I mean, if you don't know, just look up, I guess, Channel Awesome. They were being horrible to their female employees, something like that. But yeah, I unsubscribed from the Nostalgia Critic. I used to like him, but TF fan page 101 says what sucks is we now have no way of figuring out what exact number we're getting on monetization until the last few days beforehand. I didn't know that. It's that sounds horrible. It, oh. So it's T fan. Is it kind of like or Brian? I'm not gonna call you Brian. Is it kind of like we haven't calculated your month, so when we do, we'll deposit your check or we'll send you a check or deposit your money. So it sounds like you don't know how much money you're getting until they send it to you. Review Spot asks Aries, I always wanted to ask you what's the story behind the logo that you use. Um, yeah, let me see if I can do this. Do wait, 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 oh, wait, beep up. Wait, I gotta open something first. I'm just looking at my desktop. Beep up. Oh, okay, I think I got it. I think I'll be able to do this. Share screen and a window. Yeah. Let me see. Let me make sure that you guys can see this. Uh, this is a little photo I like to call my social media content. This is Aries for circles. Sometimes when you join a service, they'll have a square, but sometimes they'll have a circle. Basically, this is my new logo. My old logo was like a ram, the profile of a ram, because I'm an Aries. I was born April 19th. So this is horrible. It's all blurry. Uh, this one I created for live streams. All right. Basically, uh, this font is called Shipyard. This is from Star Trek. I use Transformers font, but it doesn't look as nice. I do use mostly Transformers font. You could find it on the internet. I think there's some websites where you could download the fonts. So the logo that I created, the first one was a ram because I'm an Aries. This is the black is the Aries sign. You know the ram, the two little thingies. Now I wanted to do red, white, and blue, which is the colors of the American flag, but also the colors of the American flag. The yellow here is I just like yellow. I don't. I mean, sometimes I'll use orange, but I like yellow. I'll never wear it because it gets dirty too quick. Just like I like white, but I'll never wear it. And the final coup de grace is this is supposed to be a J, and this is supposed to be a C. So that's my logo in a nutshell. Let me stop sharing that. Close this. It's 9:49. I gotta get to work. Um, let me just answer these questions, and maybe next week, next Thursday, before I take the month off, we can just get together. I'll make it a Q&A instead of trying to have a topic. I tried to have a topic, but T fan page says, I'm surprised I'm getting up now in subs. This isn't a brag, but suddenly my subs went up about 600 within a month. Still no idea how that happened. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Like I look at my videos and I'm like, people are watching my old G.I. Joe videos from where? I have a blog and that thing still gets views and I don't know where. It's not old stuff. It's like old. I mean, it's not new stuff. It's usually old stuff on the blog. But kids don't read anymore. I notice kids think they're going to get famous and paid on YouTube just for having camera and posting videos. Then they quit because it's not what they think if there's no passion. You can have a little what one hit wonder video like the hide your kids, hide your wife guy, but then that's it. No one's gonna come back to the channel for what? T fan page says then it seems wrong from the start. It'd be easy to do like a one hit wonder. Like I was gonna tempt fate and bring my wife to the shelf and tell her, honey, guess how much I paid for all these figures? And then start pointing out this Titan is 150. This is 150. This is 50. This leader. And I'm like, I think that's a bad idea because she asked me what I wanted from Walmart. I'm like, can you throw in an action figure in there? And she's like, no, you spend like a third of your money on action figures. You pay the rent. That's what she told me. But no, I'm not gonna buy you a toy. Chipper says, isn't his logo Aries horoscope symbol? Yeah. Part of it is the yellow and black squares. The yellow. I have too small of a table. It's rounded on off the sides and so hard to do anything. That's what made AVGN relatable to the background, I mean. And T fan page says they calculate it mid-month, but they don't take away for the taxes and you get paid. Funny enough, my figures are usually my background because I don't have a normal wall. Oh, we Review SWAT says we could use that video for your memorial. uh, One of the reasons that I do make this is, I guess it's kind of cool. Like, I guess when you see an actor in an old movie, like, hey, look, I always call him Baby. Hey, look, there's Baby Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street, and he's like, I'm sure as an actor, it's cool to be like, look, that's me when I was young, and then I could look at my Pirates of the Caribbean and see me as old, even though I'm a jerk too. But I think this is. I like taking pictures because memory fades. Um, I was about to get teary eyed. But memory fades, and I tried to take the opportunity to at least capture moments, because uh, I could show this like when I'm an old man on my deathbed with my dogs. If I don't have kids licking me, I'll be like, show me the YouTube video where I had fun. I I think it's great. The bad thing is gonna be when YouTube starts charging. It'll be like, oh yeah, you got 2 terabytes on our hard drives. It's $100 a month. They did that with Google Photos. They're like, yeah, now um, if you go over 15 gigabytes, you have to pay us. T fan page says, well, I gotta head out. Just checking in later. Thanks for stopping by, Brian. I'm a big fan. Um, I'm kind of fat, so I'm kind of big, but a big fan. I do like your editing style and your humor. So you got that going for you. Don't worry about the background. And Chipper says, "Lo, your wife doesn't know what you pay for transformers." Not the specifics. When we were dating, T fan page said, "Oh, thanks." I mean, you got all the subscribers you do because you work hard, not like me. uh, she, when we met, I think one of the things that I used to justify my collection. I mean, it was true. I'd be like, "Look at my collection," yeah, and and she didn't go but it's like, "Look at my stuff." She said, huh? But then I had to say, "Yeah, yeah, I also have an eBay store, yeah, because I'm selling, I'm going places, I'm a businessman." And that's how I got her, but don't tell her that. Anyway, it's 9:56. It's late. Maybe next week we'll chill. Maybe since it just us, I'll make it 18 plus, so we can curse and talk about people behind their backs. No, I mean, yeah, the review spot says Aries' wife is digging out his plot out back while the live stream is going. And Chipper says low. So to end it, I guess the point that I wanted to make about the title of this stupid live stream is we have delicious reviewers, guys that get stolen figures. They're delicious because the secret ingredient is crime. That's from it's I told him at the beginning of the video I said I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't cite my sources, but that's from a show called Peep Show on from the BBC. I just look up the clip. The secret ingredient is crime, and have a laugh, as they say. over the pond. But I wanted to talk about delicious reviewers, and scrupulous fans. Um, and also, I wanted to talk about the hot toys, the toys that sell on Hasbro Post, and shopping, which I kind of got into, I guess. But maybe next week we'll do that. Chipper Williams says, I hope she gets him a Transformers tombstone. It'll say, Here lies John, and it'll have a picture of Optimus all gray. But I, I don't know. I thought, Chipper, for 2 seconds that you were going to say that when I die, she sells all my stuff. I think that's probably why I've started organizing my stuff and putting in like the labels so she doesn't have to say, What's this robot called? Is this a Transformer? No, it's a burning Gundam. Or what's this thingy? This is a Viper. I didn't put the package. But that's it. Um, Evil Gas. Next week, I'll try to do the live stream early. I usually have to wait till my wife is done because I can't be here live streaming and she's on the phone with somebody because they can hear me. She's yelled at me for that. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. And Chipper Williams, she can steal your stuff, but your scans are immortal. Yep. And the review spot says, "Thanks for having us, Aries." You're welcome, review spot. I usually you show up and then you go. I'm sure you have to be up early to do your videos, because you put them up like at 12 noon and at 2. And meanwhile, I'm sleeping like a baby, knowing food is delicious and I get to eat more of it later. Aries Double 83. It Chipper says, later, guys. You're both awesome. And hey, I'm allowed to finish off this cake in the fridge. Well, enjoy your cake. I'll see you guys next week. Until later, carburetor. Bye.